right, 2BCR team, we are back, and it's time to continue our career here with 2BC Racing. Coming up to the halfway point of the season, well, maybe not just yet, 3-4 races out, but again, another great race in the last Grand Prix weekend in Monaco for 2BCR. We keep on just getting those points, so much so that we are 5th in the Constructors ahead of Aston Martin. We got 16 points in the last race weekend. Mercedes only got 6. We got more than them. We're catching up to the Merc. McLaren only got 14. I don't think we're catching up to the McLaren. Let's calm down. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. But you know what? We are in position to get 7th or better already. Even if the RB and the Aston Martin pass us, and that puts me in 7th. And the Williams, Haas, and Kick, that's all we got to beat. Alpine as well, right? The 11th team now. So I think we're in a great spot. We have some of the best races on the calendar upcoming. In real life, I love this part of the year. Montreal, Spain, Spielberg, and Silverstone. So we are not going to simulate these 4. After that, we'll start to simulate, but I want to have fun with these races. So 4 more episodes before we start the simulation. Up next, we got Montreal, Canada. But it looks like we're going to avoid any of the traffic here. We're catching up to the back of the pack, but it's at the right time because they're not slowing down. So Pourchaire and Ricardo. No! Ricardo goes deep! Ricardo goes deep! Stay out of the way! Ricardo goes deep. Oh no. What'd he do? Aerodynamics, my front wing, minor damage. Oh, god damn it, Daniel Ricciardo. What did you do? Daniel Ricciardo. No grip or no rubber on the track. He went deep. Thank God I crashed. Don't worry, buddy. It's going to be way better than the last time he went around. He didn't lock up. There you go, Daniel. You got it. What? Stay out of the wall. Wall of champions. Stay out of that wall. And here we go. Cross the line. And Daniel Ricciardo puts in a... Oh, my God. Daniel, we are in trouble, buddy. All you got to do is hit this braking zone. No problems. No problems. No issues. No issues. Daniel Ricciardo. It took him 3 laps here in Q1. That should be good enough for a trip to Q2. Yes, it is. He recovers. Should I be going out there on inters now? Piastri's going out on inters, switching to intermediate. And the RB goes 3rd. I'm telling you, the track conditions are changing. Watch out for Correa as well. Correa coming across the line in the 2nd RB. What kind of lap time is he going to put in here? He puts in, fucking hell, the RB. 3 and 4. They are going to be some upset drivers here today. Next up, we got Max Verstappen. You got to imagine Max Verstappen going to go to the front of the list. Max puts it on pole. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo across the line. Beats the RB for 4th. And Pourchaire beats Daniel and the RBs for 4th. We get 4th and 5th. We are through to Q3, baby. So, after Q3, Daniel Ricciardo in 6th and Theo Pourchaire in 8th. Solid qualifying. Daniel was almost out in Q1 to pull it back to get 6th in Q3. Massive. Let's go 2BCR here on our home Grand Prix in Canada, baby. And it's lights out, and away we go. Pourchaire behind Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo, we split the McLaren of Lando Norris. He's got some power issues. Oh, careful. Come on now, Theo. You got the inside line. Do not let that RP and that Mercedes past you. Daniel fighting with Lando Norris right now. Side by side. We got a lot of different strategies. Soft tires, hard tires. We just got to get through this first section. The RB is going to get past Theo Pourchaire. Come on, Theo. Don't let that happen. It's going to happen. He's going to make it stick. And now the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton gets by Theo. Theo goes backwards. Theo goes backwards. The track is hot. It is a nice day right here. And Theo Pourchaire goes backwards. Daniel Ricciardo stays ahead of Lando Norris. And we are going to continue to push these tires. Reason being is... this track does not degrade your tires too much, and I want to make sure if I can stay in DRS range. It is a very heavy DRS track, all right? So ahead of me right now is Oscar Piastri and Sergio Perez. Out on front, leading the race is Carlos Sainz on those soft tires. Right behind him, though, is Max Verstappen. And a late lunge by Max, trying to get it done with the mediums. He will. Charles Leclerc eyeing them both down with the hard tires. Checo on the medium, Piastri on the medium, and there is Daniel Ricciardo. DRS is now enabled. We are still haven't burned through our tires yet. It's not that bad of a day, so I'm going to continue to push. I know tire preservation is key, but I do not want to lose this DRS train. Come on, Daniel. Even if I can use it just for a few pulls. Oh, geez, yeah, the raw performance of our car is going to be attested here today as Theo is stuck behind. All right, Theo, calm down, buddy. Oh, my God, he's going for it. Theo going for the overtake, and he gets the position back over Lewis Hamilton. Let's go, Theo. Come on, buddy. Now use that DRS. You can get by Yuki Tsunoda, the RB. Daniel, he's got himself. Good job, Daniel. And Piastri is falling out of DRS range of Checo Perez. Reel them in, boys. Reel them in. All right, so I think we're good now. We can start to save a little bit. I want to save my battery as well. I need to know that the DRS is going to be taken care of. So back down to neutral. Same thing for you here, Porsche. Back down to neutral. Everybody take a breath. The beginning stage has been sorted out. We are in 6th and 9th place. We have DRS enabled. We are back to conserving our tires now. Let us just get back to being in a comfortable position. Daniel Ricciardo going down around the outside on Oscar Piastri. There you go. Piastri's going to be in the faster car, Daniel. Just calm down.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Yeah, we have the DRS, so it's going to feel like you're faster than them. We are not. All right, the McLarens on a slick track. Yeah, I mean, I'm under fire from Lando Norris. So, Daniel, right now, just use these guys to pull you up in the track. In fact, Daniel, we are overheating those tires just a little bit. So, let's pull that back under control, and let's get our fuel back under control, all right? So, I'm not going to try to race these guys outright. Remember, tire preservation is an advantage we want to try to go and use. So, we're just going to let the car do its thing. I'm starting to overheat the engine a little bit here with Theo Pourchaire. I think that's because I'm in the dirty air of Yuki Tsunoda, so I'm not going to be using fuel that much more. Oh my God, Ricciardo's doing a great job right here, and I think Piastri might even be catching up to those guys on front. Max Verstappen out in front with 93%. Charles Leclerc got by his teammate, the soft tires. I wonder if the soft tires are not the right call. So a DRS there for Ricciardo, DRS there for Pourchaire. Did Yuki get a DRS? No DRS for Yuki, which means that Pourchaire is going to be reeling him in. Come on now. Daniel Ricciardo gets by Oscar Piastri. All right, Daniel, now go catch the rest of them. So Daniel is ahead. Good job, buddy. Next up, Theo. Would like to get this move done, Theo, if you can. There it is. Theo down the inside on the RB. RB's got the inside line for this hairpin, though. Side by side, Pourchaire. And this is a good little battle. New generation of Formula One drivers here. Yuki Tsunoda and Theo Pourchaire just stay side by side. All right, so I'd love to get the overtake done and then jump up to Lando Norris, which means we got to get this done now. We got to go. We got to go. We're going to start to deploy. We're going to use some battery here. Out still on front of the two McLarens is Daniel Ricciardo. I can't really do much else. All right, just got to let him do his thing right now. As Yuki is going to get overtaken by Theo Pourchaire. Boom. Now Yuki's going to get the DRS for the next one. That's why I want to try to go. I want to try to go. Catch up to these guys. I'd imagine I'm not going to get a DRS because the detection zone is way back there. Even though I'm close enough now, I don't think I'm getting a DRS with Theo, so I got to try to stay with them. Use that battery and stay with them. Oh my God, he's really using the battery. The battery. No DRS. DRS for the McLaren. Watch the McLaren just pull away now. Look at that DRS. I had no DRS. I had the great pull from the battery, but then he gets that DRS speed, and there's nothing I can do. Now watch the double dose of DRS. Ricciardo gets overtaken, and I do not have DRS to use to fight back, right? So it is a wild track for DRS overtakes, man. Don't worry about it, Daniel. You're doing fine. Just stick with that McLaren. So tire wear. Yeah, McLaren is at 91%. We're at 92%, so we're not seeing much of a difference there. Just keep on going here. So we want to stay within a second. Yeah, we're within a second. He's going to pull us there. So Piastri can be the pace setter, right? Piastri's going to be the guy to just pull us ahead here. There you go. Very nice. And hopefully we can get a gap over the RB and the McLaren that are fighting back there right now, right? Because we're going to continuously get DRS. So we're in a good spot here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to calm down our tires. I'd like to top up our battery as well. We can use some fuel, but we're just going to let these McLarens pull us around the track. And when Daniel gets out on front, it's good because I know that Pourchaire can stay right there. So behind us right now, Yuki Tsunoda and Lance Stroll. Not much we can do. I just got to use these McLarens right now to build our battery back up, save some tires. The freaking temperatures are getting out of control as well. It's a hot day, man. But if we're overheating, the other cars are overheating as well, because I got a good freaking engine with the McLaren. So this is what Daniel Ricciardo's in for right now, just back and forth with the McLaren, using the DRS. And Lando Norris doesn't even really have, yeah, he's still got that engine that's been wearing down, right? So we're in a good spot right here. I can leave it in ×2 and just let these boys just do their thing. Yeah, the McLaren is actually saving our ass because it's just one big DRS train. I don't have to worry about the cars behind me, and I can just look at all the battery that we're saving. This is great. In fact, I wouldn't mind getting our temperatures back down a little bit. Daniel's in a good spot. All right, so 113 seems to be about the temperature that you can be at without overheating. Once it goes to 114, it turns into the red. So let's, Porsche, let's try to save some fuel right now, and just by saving the fuel, you're also going to be cooling the engine down. In fact, Porsche, yeah, I'm stuck in this. Porsche, what do I do? You know what I can do? For a few laps, what I'm going to try here with Theo Porsche, I'm going to tell him to drive in clean air, all right? So just don't even worry about the slipstream right now, Theo. See how he's going to pull out in clean air? That way, more cool air can hit my car, which can then in turn cool down my parts. Because right now, I am stuck in that slipstream, and it is just overheating my car. So let's do a little bit of... just managing our resources right here. Daniel's still leading this pack. There you go. He gets overtaken. That's all right, though. He's doing good. All right, so our temperature's down to 116, you can see. Once it gets to a certain temp, you can get to the point where it's really dangerous for your powertrain. So risk of fault is low right now. This is not a temperature that is impossible to deal with, but still, I want to be able to push, which means I have to maintain this shit. So we're doing a great job maintaining our tires, getting our battery back under control, and maintaining our engine temperature. All right, so yeah, we are basically just in monitoring resources. All right, so Porsche's falling back a little bit much. I'm going to get him back on the racing line. You can start following again, Theo. And there you go, balance. So we got Theo's temperatures back to 114 Celsius. All right, that is much better than 118. I think around 120 is when it might start to overheat, so we don't need that. So keep it going. In fact, I want to make up this ground a little bit with Theo. So I'm going to stop saving tires. I'm going to stop saving battery. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's use battery with Theo. Let's lose battery with Theo. Daniel is still holding on to Lando Norris, but Theo is dropping out of that DRS zone, and I do not need that to happen. So use some battery. There you go. We're good. Yep, we're good. Come on, Theo. You're still in DRS, right? There you go, buddy. Use that battery, and there you go. We might have just pulled out a gap over the Yuki Tsunoda and Lance Stroll. We have a yellow flag. Yellow flag. Somebody, I think, just went wide or spun or something. It wasn't a crash. I spun Ocon running wide on turn 4. What happened, Ocon? In the Alpine. Second last. Oh. Now, he saved it, though. You might have to get that spot up to the Kick Sauber. That was an unsafe release. All right, harvest. Let's harvest some energy right here.
Recharge on, good job. Recharge on.
Yeah, the track is hot. It's hot. It's weird. It's like the track is really hot. It's a sunny day, maybe, reflecting that heat. Come on. There you go. Neutral. Daniel, are we leading? Out on front? You know what I could do? Daniel can overtake here. You know what I could do? Daniel, get the overtake done. There you go, buddy. There you go. Get that overtake done. So what I'm going to do with Daniel is I'm going to harvest, and I'm going to save fuel, and I'm going to conserve my tires. What I'm going to do that for is I want to back up those McLarens so I can get Theo Porsche back into this a little bit. Theo is starting to drop back, and I don't have time to, like, save his battery. So, see what I mean with Daniel? He is beginning to drop these guys back because they can't overtake in this area. So, all of a sudden, Theo starts to catch the back of Lando Norris a little bit more. See that? See what we're doing there? We're using these McLarens here to keep Theo Porsche in this and keep all these other cars behind us. The cars on front are taking off, but we're not going to be battling with the Red Bull or any of these other guys, right? The Ferrari, the Red Bull. We're battling with the McLaren, the Aston Martin, and the Mercedes. And here comes Theo Porsche. Now, go ahead. Don't worry about it. We're fine. So there goes one McLaren, but we're going to get another DRS detection point right there. We'll get it off that McLaren, and we'll start to reel in Oscar Piastri. Delta is still minus. I don't know what you guys are looking at when you see that, man. Daniel can put ahead of Land. What are you doing? No. I'm not looking. We're not going to lose the McLaren ever. The McLaren is naturally faster than us. So there's no point in trying to get ahead of the McLaren and then pushing with the battery to get a gap. They're just going to reel them back in. All right? I need the McLaren to use... I need to use the McLaren to help drag us away from the rest of the pack. Because look, you can see it. Yuki Tsunoda got overtaken by Lance Stroll and Lewis Hamilton. So there goes Piastri into the distance. Yeah, man, Piastri is gone. All right. All right, so we're good. So, Theo, I don't need you fighting the teammate, and you don't need to overtake. All right, and Daniel, you don't need to worry about defending, and just a medium aggression for your overtake. All right, should be pretty easy to get these moves done. Oh, you know what? Daniel's been, you know what? You know what? So this is one of these situations now where Daniel might have the chance to drop Lando Norris. The reason being is, if I can go back and show you guys. Hang on a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? See that line right there? See that line? Albon, and it's just behind George Russell's car. See that line? That is the DRS detection point, and that's for 2 zones. I believe that Daniel Ricciardo was behind Lando Norris, meaning that we're already side by side, and we have the DRS. So watch this. Daniel, fuel, push. Get in there, buddy. Go for it. Go for it. All right, and Theo, he's going to get the overtake done now. So Daniel should get the DRS, even though he is ahead of Lando Norris now. So let's see. There's the DRS open for Daniel. Go. Go, Daniel. Leave him behind. Leave him behind. And here comes Theo Pourchaire getting squeezed out. He's getting squeezed out right now by the McLaren. Thanks a lot, McLaren. All right, so I think it's because I told him not to overtake. Yeah, I told him not to overtake. That's what it was. All right, all right. So Daniel gets himself a second, 1.1 seconds, and we're going to go chase down Oscar Piastri now, all right? So good luck, Daniel. And we're just going to use Theo here on the tail of Lando Norris. This is a fine spot to be in. Push full lap for both? No. I want to do some more saving here with Theo Pourchaire. We're fine. But Daniel's going and he's catching Oscar Piastri, all right? So good luck, Daniel. Go get him, buddy. All right, so we're going to overtake. I wouldn't mind conserving. Conserve everything. As long as I can keep these guys behind, I don't mind Lando Norris's pace right now. I can conserve everything here, back here with Theo Pourchaire. So the strategies are starting to become different for Daniel Ricciardo and Theo, just based on where they are on the track. Are we less than... Ooh, I might have got there. I might have got there. Hang on, let's see if we got DRS off of Theo Pourchaire here. Or Oscar Piastri, sorry. Calm down, calm down. We don't need to get this overtake done. You're going to get 2 DRS pulls right here. You're fine. All right, so did Daniel Ricciardo get a DRS? He did. He did. All right, Daniel. Back to conserving everything. You're going to stay right with them. Now, what about you? Are we overtaking? Yeah, we got to get the overtake done. Let's go. They're on their way. They're on their way. They are on their way. All right, so Theo Pourchaire gets past Lando Norris. Lando going deep into the corner. Jesus. All right, Lando. Lando did not want to get overtaken. Never mind. Holy shit. I'd love to see a replay of that one. God damn, he stayed right with them. All right, no. Top up. Get everything back under control. Lando is going to set the pace, so be it. Lando dove bomb right there. Push. Stay within a second, Daniel. Stay within a second. He might be a second further up the road here. Yeah, I might have to push your battery. You want to catch him for the next DRS zone.
You've got energy.
You good? You're doing a good job, Theo. All right, so tire wear. Yeah, you can see the computers are definitely saving their tires as well. Or, you know what we should have done? We should have checked to see, because we're third on the grid for tire preservation. I'd love to know what that first team is. It might be the McLaren. It might be. There you go. We caught him. Calm down everything. Oh, yeah, buddy. So right past them. All right. We're going to look at that. We're catching the front of the pack. This is great. Everyone's starting to conserve a little bit here. Just keep on conserving. I think I got the DRS here with Daniel, so I can, yep, there's the DRS. So I'm going to go back into conserving everything with Daniel. Get that battery back under control. Now, can we get this move done here? Can we get it done? Or is he going to be a pain in the ass? Get out of the way there, Lando Norris! There you go. And Theo Pourchaire gets the move done before the chicane this time against Lando. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. That DRS. Now, we're not going to drop Lando with Theo Pourchaire. I know it. I don't have battery. I don't have fuel. I can't push. And he's in the faster car. He's the better driver, right? So Theo is just doing his thing back there. As we got Daniel Ricciardo that I'm just trying to conserve everything here with Daniel. So again, time. What are we at? 8:72. I should definitely not use... Did I get there? I might have got there. Hang on a second. I'm 9/10 behind. It should be good. So Theo is only 3 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. I'd love to be able to go to chase him, but it's not going to happen. I need the overtake to happen here. Come on, get that overtake done. Ooh, he pushed. Look at that. He pushed. All right, you know what?
Overtake available.
Get there. I'm not going to get DRS here with Daniel. Oh man, this is gonna be trouble. This is gonna be trouble. So the double dose of DRS, I might get overtaken here by Lance Stroll. This is the problem, right? Because it's a double dose of DRS, this is why I wanted to use the McLarens out front for their pace and then defend with DRS. But now, because I'm leading, watch, here they come, all right? First up, Lando Norris. First up, Lando. There he goes. Watch, oh man, Pourchaire defending like a lion. There we go. Oh man. All right. Deploy. Here they come. Deploy. Get your battery. Go. All right, see what I mean? Because I still don't have DRS for there, so that's why I want to stay behind this guy. You know what? I'm staying behind him. Stay behind him. Get your freaking, get everything under control. All right, fuel, battery, stay behind him, and just use the DRS. How are you doing over here, Daniel? Still 7/10 behind. And look at that. Piastri is now only 1 second behind Carlos Sainz. Look at this. Look at this now. Daniel Ricciardo is part of the DRS train out on front. That is very nice. All right, so Theo. George Russell ran wide. Good.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Did he lose the DRS train? Please. I think he kept it. That wasn't that bad. Using the DRS pull for Pourchaire. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to continue to do that with Theo. I got to save my battery. If I want to make the jump up, I got to save my battery. All right, we're there. We are there. All right, so Daniel, just save everything. Look at this mess up front. It's the Concertina effect. Damn it, I said it wrong again. You got Charles Leclerc with the hard tires leading the race. Behind him, you got Checo with the medium tires. You got Max Verstappen that's fighting his teammate. Oh my God, Max. Max and Checo into the wall of champions. They survive it. Checo just got eaten up. What a crazy race, man. Don't let that overtake happen. Don't let that overtake happen. All right, so Piastri off into the distance. Remember, I am saving my battery. We're in a good spot. I don't need to get the DRS every single time with Daniel Ricciardo because the way they're driving up front, all I got to do is deploy some battery, all right? So we're fine with Daniel Ricciardo. I don't need to worry about staying right there with them. All right. It'll naturally come back. You know what? I wouldn't mind getting a few pulls, though. Hang on. Let me deploy some battery. Yeah, because it looks like there's a gap that's forming between Perez and Verstappen there. So stick with it. Stick with it for right now. Pourchaire, you're doing a good job, buddy. You're doing a good job. Just stay right behind Lando and defend that position. All right, so yeah, Pourchaire, he's getting his fuel. Fuel's a little bit high right now, but like I said, it's a hotter day, so we can easily conserve the fuel to get the temperatures back under control. And then this is the problem. It's a double dose of DRS, and I am stuck. Trying to get this done to then get this done, it's a big pain in the ass, man. Holy crap. There you go, Daniel. Slow it down, buddy. Slow it down. All right. Thank you. I gotta try to just... Getting these moves done. Now, you know what? Don't overtake. Just defend. Get the harvest. Not the harvest. Max Verstappen putting in the fastest lap, 1:16.7. I just don't know what to do here. I do not know what to do here. Neutral. You gonna let him go? Nope, we're gonna go. We're gonna dive bomb down the inside. There you go. All right, so you know what, Pourchaire? Okay. The one thing I can think of, because I'm not having a good time with Pourchaire here, we can continue to use him for defense, or we can start to split the strategies, right? Pourchaire, I could go hards to the end to try to get out of this nonsense. If I were to do that, I'd come out in 21st place, so not far enough into the first stint. Let's see, 21st, all the way down here, second last. An overtake to you wouldn't be that bad. Let me see what the lap times are like, or the intervals. All right, interval, 2.2, that's not bad. Then you run into these two, that's a pain in the ass. Then you run into these three, that's a pain in the... No, it's not it yet. All right, so Pourchaire, you just got to continue to fight, man. I know it's not a great position to be in, but you just got to continue to fight. Now, what do we got up here? Daniel Ricciardo. Where, Jesus, the camera. I have fallen behind. All right. Calm down. Start to deploy that battery, Daniel. Catch back up to them. This is a tough track to be friggin' micromanaging everything, man. We got a good race car, but we don't have the raw pace, so being ahead, it's hard to just be out leading, right? All right, so here it comes again. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble this time. Yeah, I'm in big trouble this time with Theo. I am in big trouble with Theo here. Here comes the DRS. I'm going to have to deploy because here comes the Aston Martin down the inside. I told you. Deploy. Deploy that battery. And he's got the DRS. See what I mean? The double dose of DRS. When you're out leading on this track, you can get eaten by 2 different drivers. It's so brutal, man. All right, so at least now, being in this spot with Theo, I can just go back to conserving everything, right? Waiting for my opportunity. Yeah, that's brutal, man. That is absolutely brutal. How are we? We're 1.7 behind Piastri, so the guys up front are getting a slipstream. He has fallen out of the slipstream, though, so we'll be on the tail of Oscar Piastri before you know it. Yeah, look, we're moving backwards, dude. We're moving backwards against these cars. We are not as fast as these guys. Norris, a mechanical fault. All right, so there's the big one. He's going to lose more power, so there's one driver that we can pass. Lando. All right, here we go. Does the car transfer deceleration into electrical energy for the battery? Yeah, the heat that the brakes generate, the kinetic energy, it will transfer it to charge the battery. That's why you see the, oh man, yeah, Ricardo. So, yeah, there goes, they're finding some pace now. Ricardo, even with 75% compared to the 56% with Checo Perez, they are still driving faster than me. So, Daniel, we got to start to build up that battery again, buddy. All right, it's a tough track, man. A weird effing track right now. Let me tell you guys, I don't know what to make of this one. I have no clue what to make of this track. It seems like we have pace sometimes, but then they decide to deploy it, and we just fall right back. Trying to stick with the DRS, I mean, it could work, but you're overheating and everything, and honestly, I think they're conserving. That's why I was able to stay with them. I think they're all conserving. Some of them not, but a lot of them, like Lando still has 72%. But here we go. We're catching up to Lando Norris now, who's got that mechanical issue. Got to get past Lando to get to Lance, but Lance is already down to 53% soft, so he's going to be going into the pits soon, right? All right, here we go. Porsche, good luck, buddy. All right, yeah, that's perfect. Set it up for this overtake. Get the overtake done here. Oh, down the inside. Nice try. That's all right. Now we have the double dose of DRS here for Theo Porsche. All right, so there's the one. Oh, man. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass overtaking Lando Norris, man. I don't know where he's getting his power from, but he just blocks that right off. I should probably use some battery. You know what? As long as Lando is still putting in decent lap times, like, he's got the power issue, but you see what I mean about the McLaren compared to 2BCR car? They are clearly faster than us. All right, so Daniel, you're in a good spot. I'm just going to leave you out there neutral and race your race. Try to go as long as you can, buddy. I'll give you guys the interval. Daniel is now 5.6 seconds behind Piastri. That is crazy. You know what it is? I think Piastri got on the slip of he got on the slip of those guys and they're dragging him around, or they're battling. I have no clue. Or Piastri just started a push, but man, that gap went up like crazy, man. All right, so Porsche, we got by Lando Norris. Next up is Lance Stroll. Good job there, Porsche. Yeah, we can run this in times too here. Daniel's in a gap all on his own. He's 6 seconds behind Piastri, but 4 seconds up on Lance Stroll. And right behind Lance Stroll, we got our second driver, Theo Porsche. So let's just go, man. Let's go. The one thing I'm thinking of, the pit stop to get these guys back at it. What do you guys think we should be doing? Going as long as possible and just racing our race, or should we be trying some two-stop? Like, should we be trying some shenanigans? All right, here we go. Carlos Sainz into the pits on the soft tires. He's switching to mediums. That's a two-stop. The Ferrari is two-stopping, 100%. 100% the Ferrari is two-stopping. Porsche still behind Lance Stroll. All right, so Ricardo gets ahead of Carlos Sainz. Let's see, does Sainz get stuck behind all of this? All of this mess. Let's see, he's loose. Porsche, there goes the, oh my god, this is not a good pit stop. This is not a good pit stop. But look at this. Look at what they're, oh my god. Carlos, oh my god, Carlos. Carlos Sainz is stuck behind Yuki, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Stroll. They all have long enough tires that can go absolutely long. Longer than he wants them to. All right, so keep an eye on Carlos Sainz. That's why I want to go deep, because I do not want to get stuck in all that nonsense. All right, so, oh my god, we got ahead. All right, calm down then. We're ahead, use everything. We got ahead of Lance Stroll. All right, so we're running in 5th and 6th right now. Things are good. Let's go back to ×2. So will anyone react to Carlos Sainz here? So we'll just stay on board with Carlos Sainz to show you guys what he's up for. Hulkenberg with a pit stop issue. All right, Daniel is just still all in his own freaking universe right now, man. All right, Lance Stroll into the pits. All right, so Lancey is not going to be behind us anymore, but here comes Lewis Hamilton now. Lewis, side by side with Theo Pourchaire. Come on, Pourchaire. Nah, there's no defending with the DRS on this track. Just stick with the group, Pourchaire. You're doing fine. Lance, I mean, not Lance, Carlos. Oh, Carlos still behind the RB. I want to just show you guys how painful this is, right? Imagine, you come out of the pits, you're on 97% fresh mediums. You're trying to get like an overcut or an undercut. You're trying to make a move on your teammate and Max Verstappen, but look what you're behind. You're just staring at this gearbox of this RB, who is lapping at 59% medium tires. Correa with a lockup on turn 1. We've already seen those lockups. Can he get the job done? Can Carlos Sainz get the job done? Down the inside. Now he's got a battle with these guys, right? Losing time. Potentially crashing. He's going to get a DRS. He's going to get by the RB, but losing massive amounts of time right now. Oh, that's so painful for him. Pourchaire still behind. Mechanical fault for Lando Norris. Is it smoke?
Oh, that's not good.
Is it smoke?
Need to retire the car.
He's going to have to retire the car, they're saying. Lando Norris, mechanical issues. This is what I mean about reliability. We also have a mechanical fault for Albon. But that's actually really good because Lando was the car behind Theo Pourchaire. And because he's slowed, he has helped create a gap for Theo. Yeah, Lando's done. Lando is gonzo Alonso. Maybe next time, McLaren. All right, we're on for some good points here today. So now Lewis is the one pulling Theo Pourchaire ahead. And I got Carlos Sainz behind me. Norris has retired, yes. Oh my God, yeah, no, we're not fast enough. We are not fast enough here today. All right, so, yeah, so, ideally, I mean, what I'm thinking of is we could push these tires, but you know what? I want to just go on these tires because I'm thinking of a plan here that could still come into play because of our tire compound. Now, it's going to suck because a lot of guys are going to be passing us when they switch to those hards, right? But if I could go till like lap, let's say 35. I could easily get to lap 35. If I get to lap 40 on these on the medium tires, I can then switch to the softs to end while everyone's going to be switching to the hards right now. It might be enough of an offset if I get lucky and I can get a safety car, a safety car pit stop or a virtual safety car pit stop. Yeah. So we are not battling for on-track position. This is not like Monaco or not like the Miami, the race in the rain, where I can use my battery to defend. The DRS is just too powerful, and we are now seeing what the other cars can do straight up in a race with 2BCR. We're good. We've moved up, but we are not faster than the Ferrari. We're not faster than the Red Bull. We're not faster than the McLaren. And the Mercedes, they might have some pace here. They just had the trouble in Q1 with the rain, or was it Q2? Q2 with the rain, right? So you got to think that the Merc are up there as well. So we're doing good. We're doing our thing. We just got to let the race unfold here. And Carlos Sainz still stuck back there, man. Still stuck. He should get by now, unless I have DRS with Theo Pourchaire, which I do not, but I do have a slipstream. Here we go. Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen into the pits. Here we go. Maxi. Switching to hard. See what I mean? So he... Oh, I was pushed wide. Well, Carlos Sainz is on his way. Does Carlos Sainz get out ahead of Max Verstappen? Here we go. Here we go. Carlos Sainz. You can see him passing right there. Carlos Sainz around the outside of turn 1. Max Verstappen. There's Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen. He does get by. The undercut works for Carlos Sainz. Boom, baby. Get by Max Verstappen, Pourchaire. Yeah. Defend like a lion. All right, we're good. We are good. Go soft at 40, John. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hamilton in front.
Hamilton spin. Overtake. No. We got the overtake done. All right, good job. So Pourchaire, Hamilton's up next. Ricardo is just in his own spot. Sainz is catching up. But the funny thing about Sainz catching up is Sainz is on a 2-stop. So we're actually ahead of Carlos Sainz right now in this race. Now, that's not going to be like that for the entire time, but you get what I'm saying. So here comes Max now catching up with Theo. The good news for Theo is it looks like we have dropped Yuki Tsunoda, who we are straight up battling with, and George Russell. All right, Hamilton into the pits. So there goes Lewis into the pits now. So he's out of our way. He's going on the medium tires. That, I think, is a 2-stop. Or maybe he can go 43 laps on the mediums. We're trying to get to lap 40. What do you guys think? Is Lewis 2-stopping, or is that might be a 1-stop? What did he start on? What did he start on? Hang on a second. Hang on. He might have gone medium. Tire history. Lewis. Yeah, Lewis is 2-stopping because he went medium. All right, so Lewis is saving his softs for the end as well. All right, so there's a lot of cars on for the 2-stop. We now know we want to do the 1-stop without question. But we want to end on the softs, so we want to go as deep into this race as possible. So let's go, boyos. Keep on driving. Keep on boogieing. Keep on racing. All right, so Checo into the pits. Checo Perez into the pits. He had the mediums on. He's hard. Soft and doubles to two-stop. Everyone's two-stopping. Oh, shit, man. Everyone is two-stopping. You guys wanted the one-stop. Everybody is two-stopping. I wonder what Charles Leclerc is going to do. Piastri is definitely one-stopping, man. Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right, so there is Perez coming out behind. Oh, this is good. This is good for Theo. All right, so I'm going to stay on board with Theo here a little bit, and we can actually use Checo to pull us ahead and get even more of a gap on what's his name, Yuki Tsunoda. All right, so I'm actually going to do some micromanaging right here. Still have a nice gap for Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, I want to try to stay in this DRS for as long as possible. All right, I think we're good here. Yeah, we got the DRS detection point right there. Don't need to do anything. Stay right with him, Theo. While his tires warm up, yeah, there he goes, but now Theo's going to get another DRS pull. His lap times are going to be improved, making that lap time behind Yuki Tsunoda even better. Look at that gap behind Yuki Tsunoda now. That is beautiful. There you go. All right, so I'd imagine that Checo's tires are going to light up through this sector. So I'm going to use some battery right now for Theo so that Checo can't pull away from me. See that? I don't want him to pull away from me. He still is. Look at. He still is pulling away from me even though I'm using battery. And now I can go back into neutral. All right, we take this corner again. And Theo's going to get a little bit of DRS pull. There it is, DRS pull. All right, deploy. Man, I can maybe even use Checo to pull up Porsche back up to Daniel Ricciardo here. Here we go. There it is again. More pull. More pull. We're going to get the double dose of DRS next. Look at my gap on Yuki Tsunoda now. 6.6 seconds, right? So Hamilton mechanical fault. That's good for us. That is really good for us. Oh, this is shaping up to be a good race. This could be a wild race right now, man. It really could. Verstappen with the overtake on Daniel Ricciardo. All right, good. Use battery. Use battery. Where are you? No. Daniel's got nothing. Daniel's just got to race his race. Daniel's far enough up the track. That's fine. And look at that. Even though I'm using battery, his soft tires are now really cooking. That's enough. You did good, Porsche. So I think I got like 4 or 5 DRS pulls with Theo Porsche using Checo. And look at that. It gave me a 7.7 second gap over Yuki and George Russell, who are fighting. So this is great, 2BCR. This is great. All right, so let's just go times 4 here. Perez going to catch up to Daniel Ricciardo. Don't worry about him, Daniel. All right, so, yeah, don't worry about defending. Neutral, defend. Same thing with Theo. Neutral, neutral. You can fight your teammate now. That's fine. All right, so times 4. You guys can watch the little dots on the screen just go around and round. We are good. Checo Perez gets by Daniel Ricciardo, all right? So we might get one more DRS pull for Daniel. Yep, there it is. But it's only a matter of time before those soft tires on the Red Bull are just too much through those low-speed corners that just pull away. Mechanical fault for Yuki Tsunoda. All right, so the cars behind us, the Mercedes and Yuki, this race is going our way. We are looking for a very good finish for 2BCR. And we still have our soft tires that you never know. You might get some shenanigans towards the end of the race, right? If I were to get, like, it'd be crazy if I got a safety car or VSC right now, because what I would do is I'd switch to the hard tires for sure. And then maybe another one late, and I could switch late to the softs, right? Which would be wild. But this looks like it's just going to be a pretty straightforward race, right? If 6 and 7, is there anyone else ahead of us that we can catch? We'd have to get some luck. Perez, crashing. Piastri. I don't think any of those guys have any mechanical issues, so it's just about defending against George Russell here and taking it to the guys at the front. So we're just trying to get to lap 40. We are just trying to get to lap 40, so that's what we're going to do. There's Piastri into the pits. All right, so Piastri, one stop for sure, right? Hard tires, yeah. So that's the thing that we could do right now if we wanted to pit. If there was a safety car, virtual safety car, I could whip out the hard tires and go to the end. It looks like Verstappen might go to the end. Checo and Sainz, they're all going to have to one stop. They're all going to have to two stop. So I don't know. Where is Piastri in terms of the leader? Piastri is 23 seconds behind the leader. I don't know if that pulls Piastri back into it or not. But look at this. Now Porsche gets another DRS pull from another guy who is pit stopped. So staying out there really does have some advantages to it. Like, look at this. Look at this. Porsche, even better lap times now. Making up ground on Daniel Ricciardo. All right, yeah, this is great. This is great. Stay right there, Porsche. You don't need to overtake him. Don't need to overtake him. There you go. Just use that DRS pull to get a little bit closer. I could do the 4-time simulation, but right now this is important, so I want to take care of this the right way. Yeah, overtake him. Why not? There you go. Go for it, Porsche. Go for it, buddy. There you go, Piastri. All right, deploy. Deploy your battery. Stick with them. Try to get as many of these DRS pulls as you can. That's good. That's good. You'll be right there with them. You'll be right there with them. Daniel Ricciardo is only 3.2 seconds up the road, so yeah, man, let's go catch him. There you go. Another DRS pull. Porsche. So you can see Lewis Hamilton, who got that early pit, he is catching us up now, but 6.9 seconds behind. You know that Piastri is going to be driving faster than Lewis Hamilton. So the fact that I'm able to stick with Piastri, because the DRS means that I'm driving faster than Lewis, even though he's got the fresher tires. So this is working out perfectly. This is working out to perfection right now. We're so deep in this stint, but we're actually still putting in some pretty good lap times. Deploy, deploy, and look who's right up the road. Look who is right up the road. That is our teammate, Daniel Ricciardo. All right, so Lando is going to get a DRS pull here because he is behind, so there might be a little bit. Hold him back, hold him back. Come on, get back up there, Theo. Use your battery. Charles Leclerc going into the pit now. All right, that's enough. That's enough. And, yeah, go back to not fighting your teammate there, Theo. So crazy. Theo was able to help get Daniel out on front, and now Theo's been able to use the cars who are out in front, who pit, to reel himself back into Daniel. That is massive, man. Charles Leclerc, he's coming out on mediums. Can he go 30 laps on the mediums? We went 30. We're going 40, so I think Charles can go to the end. What did Charles start on? Hang on a second. Charles Leclerc, he went hard to medium. Yeah, that's a one-stop. That's definitely a one-stop. All right, good luck to Charles. Nice. All right, so Daniel falls behind the McLaren now. That's all right. We're in a good spot. All right, so the longer I can go. So what we're going to start to do now is we're going to really start to push with Daniel Ricciardo. All right, we're going to use those tires. We're on lap 38. We're going to get to lap 40, no problem. I'd actually like to go as far past lap 40 as I can. So I'm going to start to burn the tires with Daniel. I'm just going to ease them with Theo Porsche because he's going to have DRS, and I don't want to be over. I don't want them too close, right? So Daniel, this is great, getting DRS from the McLaren up front. This is beautiful. 40 plus, John. Yeah. I'm going to burn these tires out now. I'm going to go as far with these tires as I can. All right, and the McLaren, oh my God, the McLaren's doing a great thing. And I'm just going to keep Theo Porsche back there. This is awesome. This is awesome right now. Another DRS pull. Bring me forward, Piastri. Bring me forward, buddy. There you go. Another DRS pull. I think I'm out of it now. Oh, I might have got it there. I might have got it back with Daniel, but I think the McLaren got it off of the kick from behind. So there's the kick. Get out of the way. Kick, get out of the way. There's my DRS. Pulling him back in. Pulling them back in, boys. All right, so that is lap 40. We got more life in these tires. Let's use them. I'm 2.7 seconds behind. All right, Theo, let's go. Let's burn those tires, buddy. Could pit on lap 44 to get more room to push the sauce. I think I might even pit Porsche first, to be honest. Yeah, because maybe 2 laps. Yeah. How far behind? Yeah. I think... What do you guys think? Theo this lap or Theo, Theo next lap and Daniel 2 laps after this one. Yeah, Daniel 2 more laps. All right, so I'm going to pit Theo on lap 42 and then Daniel on lap 43. All right, so let's go. Yeah, I know what I want to do here. Do I have a Sauber overtaking me? I do. Did they just get a pit stop in? I think they're faster. All right, Theo, you're in this lap, buddy, and you are going to the soft tire. We're going to ease into these softs to make sure that they last. Daniel, you're going to go 1 more lap as well. I don't want to bring both drivers in at the same time. That's always a recipe for disaster. Just before low 30s? No. We're going to go in now. I don't want to burn them out. I don't want to crash. I'm stuck here with this Sauber because he's got fresh tires. I don't need any shenanigans. All right, so Theo is in. Daniel, you're in next lap as well. Soft tires. There you go, buddy. All right, so we can't push these tires. We have to nurse them, but we're gonna have just some good pace here. So I'm hoping to stay ahead of the 2 Mercs and the Aston Martin. So come on now, 2BCR. No shenanigans. No shenanigans. In. Boom. Softs. Bang. Little bit slow, but I'll take it. 2.8. You know what? That's faster than we're used to here. And yeah, Theo can go to the end of the race on those tires. He comes out in 9th. He is behind Lance Stroll, but he is 3 seconds ahead of George Russell. So that George Russell gap that we created because of the DRS, right? George went into the pit stop. He's on the fresh mediums, but we have a better soft tire now. George might catch us. I got to be honest with you. George might catch us. I might put in some fuel, deploy. I might just burn those tires out a little bit to stay out of DRS range with George, but that's all right. Next up. So all I got to do is get those tires up to temperature, use some fuel, stay away from George Russell. What's the gap? The gap is 1.5. He's going to get a slipstream. Even though he won't get DRS, he'll get a slipstream. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But you know what? I can manage everything with Porsche and then make my move late. All right, there goes Ricardo into the pits. Let's see, 1.5. 2 seconds. There you go, using the battery. Using the battery for success. All right, so that's all the battery I got. That's all the battery I got there. All right. There you go. Yes, yes, looking good. 2.7. All right, Daniel into the pits. No shenanigans afoot. Boom. Boom. Bang! The pit crew in 2BCR doing wonders for us. Good job, boyos. Daniel out of the pits. Where is he? There he is. There's Theo. Theo coming across. Daniel not going to get overtaken. Boom. And up next is Lance Stroll, but he has got medium tires. So everybody has pit. It's just who's going to be on the 2 stops now. There it is, 2BCR. There it is. And now, because we pushed with Theo a little bit, Theo can now get protection from the DRS that Daniel will provide. All right, so Theo, do not fight teammate. All right, and do not overtake. All right, just chill right there, buddy. All right, there you go. All right. So, pretty much straightforward now. We just got to take this sucker home. All right, so because I got Theo Porsche right behind Daniel, I am going to use this time to conserve some battery and conserve some fuel. All right, Yuki Tsunoda with the mechanical fault. That's good. Daniel is just going to ease his tires in. All right, in fact, we can just conserve Porsche's tires. We're right behind Daniel. Calm down. I know it looks like Theo Porsche is faster than Daniel. Whoever is behind is going to look like they're the faster car because the DRS on this track is so strong. Also, Theo's tires are up to temperature, the correct temperature. Daniel Ricciardo's temperatures are still getting better, all right, so 80 degrees. So I'm just going to use this time to just conserve Theo's tires, conserve his fuel, get his battery back under control, all right, while Daniel Ricciardo is out on front leading and setting the pace. Here comes George Russell. But remember, I'm all right with George Russell being there as long as I am out on front leading. George has got 88% mediums, and if I have enough battery from these two guys, I can absolutely defend, and I can leave them in the dust when I'm ready to. All right, so that's good. That's good. So Porsche has got a full set of battery now. His temperatures are not that bad. That is great. All right, so you know what I might even do here? I might do some teamwork here. Theo, it might be time for you to get out and lead and have Daniel behind conserving. All right, so Daniel, I want you to conserve right here, buddy. There you go. Theo, go ahead. Get that move done. Get that move done. All right, so I'm going to let Theo overtake Daniel Ricciardo, and he's going to set the pace while I start to conserve a little bit of fuel with Daniel Ricciardo. All right, so Theo is out there. Theo's going to get the DRS pull right here. Calm it down, Daniel. Calm it down, buddy. Calm it down. There you go. Let him around. Daniel, deploy. All right, so now we just got to defend against you. All right, so now do not overtake. Do not fight your teammate. Do not fight your teammate. Do not fight your teammate. He's got DRS, but you can always defend. All right, always defend. So now we got to get going here. So deploy and deploy. We're going to deploy our batteries here with these two guys. Porsche's out front. He's going to set the pace. Hopefully we can pull away from George Russell. All right, so that's what I'm going for here. Come on, boys. Let's get away from George. Who are we catching up to there? That's Lance Stroll. Okay, so Lance, actually, I can use Lance as a pull. Oh, man, this is a tough track with the DRS. The Mercedes is always going to be a big pain. Oh, my God, what is this? Back marker nonsense. Back marker nonsense. Back marker nonsense. Daniel, yeah, you need to get the overtake done here, buddy. We got to get by Lance Stroll. Holy shit, Lance. Buddy, get out of the way. What is Lance Stroll doing to me right now? Lance Stroll is a big blockade in the road. Stroll, have you pit? Yeah, you have pit. You're on those mediums. Jesus. Come on, get past him. Get past him, Theo. Get past him, Theo. Come on, Daniel, get past him. Both of you guys have got to get past this goofball. Oh, man, he's going to be right there. He's going to be a pain in the ass. All right, Porsche, we got to deploy. We've got to get by this guy. Daniel, it would be great if you could deploy, buddy, and get by him. It would be awesome if you could just get an overtake done before the DRS even hits. I don't know if his tires are going to be worn out or not. Come on, Daniel. Go, 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 go. Around the outside, Daniel. Go, 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 go with that DRS. Yes, Daniel. And now we can leave George Russell behind. Go, Daniel. Go, Daniel. Go, go, go. Piss off. My God, man. Get out of here, Aston Martin. Piss off, Lance Stroll. I don't care if it's your home Grand Prix. This is the home of 2BCR, baby. Yeah. All right, calm it down, calm it down, calm it down, calm it down. Calm it down. Theo, continue to push out on front, bud. Continue to push out on front, Theo. All right, so the idea is here, I need Theo to get the gap, but only be like 9/10 ahead by the next DRS zone. All right, so Theo, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Calm it down. All right. Daniel Ricciardo is 8/10 behind, but a second above Lance Stroll. So hopefully now Lance doesn't get the DRS pull. Daniel Ricciardo gets it. All right. Now, Daniel, we go into full conservation mode. All right. There you go. So Pourchaire out on front, leading. Don't worry about defending Pourchaire. It's your teammate. I have given him orders to not overtake you. All right. There it is. Now, Theo gets to go out and set the pace. We're 1.3 seconds ahead of Lance Stroll. Come on, Theo. Time to use that battery, buddy. Time to use that battery. Get out ahead and pull Daniel Ricciardo up the road. There goes Daniel. Now, remember, every time I pull off one of these corners with the harvest, it's not going to help. But this is how I get the gap back up, all right, while conserving. So there it is with Daniel. The DRS is a double dose, right? So he's 1.2 ahead, but look how quickly Daniel will pull it back. And Lance Stroll into the pits. And that's going to set George Russell back at us because he's got fucking hell, man. I can't lose George Russell. I just can't get away from him. Damn it, George. Piss off, buddy. Push. Get back up there. George Russell 1.1 seconds behind. What's he got? 85% mediums. How am I not driving so much faster than this guy right now? I cannot leave George Russell behind. Daniel Ricciardo getting a little bit of a push. All right, deploying those batteries. I know Russell's behind, man. He's a big pain in the ass right now. The Merc is definitely faster than the 2BCR car, so I just got to use my battery that I saved up. Go, boys. Go, boys. Go, boys. 1.5. There you go. Leaving them behind. What's that up next? Is that Lewis? Lewis Hamilton. Well, what do you know? How's it going, Lewis? Looks like we caught up to you, buddy. All right, so top up and top up. No point here. Ricciardo, harvest. There you go. So I'm not going to get a DRS from Theo Pourchaire, and that means George Russell 2.6 seconds behind, but I got to go back into harvesting my battery yet again. That's going to pull me closer. Are you going to get the move done without the DRS here, Theo? Here we go, Theo. Good job, buddy. All right, I'll set the pace. Go for it. And another DRS pull. There it is. Go for it. Theo Pourchaire gets the move done. Daniel Ricciardo now. All right, so getting this move done on Lewis Hamilton going to be a big pain in the ass, man. How am I going to get this move done now? Do I want to pull Lewis Hamilton around? Lewis has got a pit again, so I really don't care about pulling Lewis Hamilton around. It's George Russell. I just want to leave George Russell behind. That back marker might be a pain in the ass for George. He's now 2.3 seconds behind. All right, you know what? I think, Daniel, you're in a good spot. Just conserve your battery right now, bud. Conserve your battery. Yeah, we just have to deal with Lewis Hamilton being in the way. I don't think he's going to be faster than Theo. He might get the double dose of DRS and be able to overtake down the second one, but we got the Alpine behind us. George Russell is now 2.7 behind. Yeah, Daniel's now being the one to build up the battery, get the DRS. Yep, just don't fall behind, Daniel. You're doing good, buddy. Charge that battery up. Now, will Lewis get an overtake done down into turn 1? That's the question I'm having. No, he cannot. All right, so we're good. Things are good. Theo Pourchaire is setting the pace out front. Daniel Ricciardo just waiting for Lewis Hamilton to make his move. 20 laps to go. You got to I mean, Lewis is not going to the end on those mediums, right? If he does, I'm going to have to get this overtake done as quick as I can. Oh, man, hang on. What do I do here with Lewis? Lewis is staying right there with Theo Pourchaire. I gotta drop Lewis. I have to drop him. Okay, so we got to use our battery to drop Lewis Hamilton unless Daniel Ricciardo can get the overtake done. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I knew it. Lewis has to go into the pits again. Yeah, all right. Lewis into the pits. He's going for that what's it called, two-stop. All right, so Theo, you did a great job on front, but now it is time to give the position back to your teammate. All right, I want to make sure I do this in the right location. So Theo, right here, buddy. Don't defend. Don't do it yet. All right, but right into this corner. Do not use any battery, all right, and let Daniel Ricciardo pass. All right, so Daniel. We're going to get Daniel past now again. Give the position back, and we're going to go back to conserving energy and tires with Theo. All right, so Theo Pourchaire going to let Daniel right past. There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work, boys. Teamwork makes that dream work. All right, conserve. Theo, all right, so we got the DRS pull right there. Hamilton's got a mechanical fault. Nice. I want to conserve Theo's tires. We'll put it on light, try to match it up with Daniel Ricciardo's 83, and we'll get his battery back under control as well. John, check Theo's confidence. Yeah, they're both good. Listen. Daniel Ricciardo's the #1 driver. We're not driving for a driver's championship. We're driving for a constructors. Both these drivers know this. And you know what? The better that they drive for me this year, the more freedom I'll give them to go and battle next year. But right now, it's team orders, all right? And they're going to listen to me because I'm freaking taking this sucker home. All right, so we got 23 seconds up to Max Verstappen. Those guys, I mean, Perez, holy shit, he's got a pit again as well. So we're in a good spot. George Russell 5 seconds behind us. Just take this sucker home, man. Just take this sucker home. Yeah, I mean, this is a great spot to be in. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I am good. Oh, yeah, this is great. This is gravy, baby. All right, so I will just keep Theo Pourchaire, not fighting him, behind his teammate. You can even, now your engine's not overheating. The track has gone down. The temperature's gone down. This is great. This is great. All right, so 2BCR fans, we've had a string of Grand Prix recently where I've had to really micromanage and defend every single lap. It's nice to just take a little bit of a break and fast forward this sucker. Yeah, we got the job done. We got the job done. This is exactly where we want to be. The cars that are finishing ahead of us are the Ferrari, the Red Bull, and let's just be honest, the McLaren is faster. The only reason that Norris was within range today was because he had the mechanical issues. Those three teams are way better than us. I think the Mercedes has the pace, but we have other advantages against the Mercedes which give us a leg up. Reliability, tire preservation, right? And they also had, Hamilton had an issue today as well. So right now, 2BCR is doing exactly what they need to do. Hell, we can even go into a little bit faster here. How about this? How about this? Yeah. So I got a 7.8 second gap and an 8 second gap. We are flying against these guys. And now we got nothing but clear air on front of them. So I noticed a few things. A, we are overheating. So let's go back and conserve everything here, boys. We are good. Set the standard, but just... And also, Daniel, I want you to avoid high-risk curves. And same thing with you, Theo. I want you to avoid those high-risk curves. We're in a good spot right now, gentlemen. We don't need any shenanigans afoot. Just take this sucker home. All right, so I've deliberately told my drivers to calm down on the fuel, calm down on how quickly they're driving, calm down on the avoiding the high-risk curbs. I'm 20 seconds behind Perez. You never know, shenanigans could happen up front, but if there's a safety car or red flag, I'll be there anyways. I'm more worried about George Russell behind me, and right now he is 8 seconds behind, so if he gets that down to 5 seconds, I'll bring it back to where it needs to be, but right now we are good. In fact, Daniel, you don't need to conserve the fuel. You're good. You're out front. Theo, you got to calm down on that fuel, buddy. Oh, you know what? It's because he's so close. He's following so close. All right, let's back him off a little bit. Let's back Theo off a little bit. All right, we don't need him to be in that DRS pull. We're going to be way ahead of George Russell by the end of it. All right, so there you go. All right, so Theo, he's got his temperatures back under control. The tires are a little bit cold. Let's raise the tire temperatures here. There you go. Where are we? We got a 6.7 second lead over George Russell with like 6 laps to go. So we're good. Daniel, you might want to, yeah, Dan, you know what's interesting? It's a cool day here. It's hard to warm up the soft tires. That's crazy. The soft tires are like the hardest thing to keep under control. What the hell? Is it my tire preservation keeps the tires so cold I gotta push them to freaking keep them in the right temperature? Yeah, look, Pourchaire, I got... Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, you know what? I'll tell them to go back to hitting the curbs because I think that is actually contributing to the tires being underheated. We don't want that. George will definitely make up some time if we're not on the right tire. Yeah. Tracks are cool. Yeah, and it must be because, yeah, look, the second that I start telling them to hit the curbs, the temperatures start to go up again. Interesting. So if I need to worry about tire temperatures quickly, I can tell them to avoid the curbs, even just for like half a lap or something. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now it's up to 87. All right, that's all right. Bring it home, boys. Bring it home. Will we get any last-minute shenanigans? In fact, I can do this. What do we got at the front? Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and Carlos Sainz. Any tire wear difference? Carlos Sainz looking good. Can Max Verstappen catch up to Charles Leclerc? Maybe. And, oh man, Checo getting over. How is Checo getting overtaken by Piastri on 55% hard tires? Oh my God, man. Checo, just get out of Formula 1 already, man. Your best days are behind you. Jeez. But another 1-2 finish for Ferrari. That's going to be huge for the constructors. So, yeah, let's just take this home and let's see if we got any last-second race positions being changed. Oh, jeez. Commentary suffering here, but that's all right. It's been a good race for 2BCR. Let's see, Carlos Sainz only second behind. All right, so we got a battle between the Ferraris up front. Imagine. Ferrari masterclass, right? Ferrari Masterclass. Are they going to crash into one another with 3 laps to go and hand it a 1-2 finish to the Red Bull? I'll take that. I get a 4th and a 5th. Come on. Get out of the way, back markers. I want to see these Ferraris fight. Incoming crash. All right, so I'll give you guys who's the advantage. The advantage goes to Carlos Sainz with the tire wear. But that's not significant enough to pull away from the DRS. The DRS on this track is absolute brutality. All right, so good luck to the Ferraris. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Here we go. On board with the Ferraris. Side by side. 3 laps to go. Carlos Sainz going to be in a Williams next year. But in this universe, gets the move done on his teammates Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Is he looking for back-to-back race wins? He got the win in Monaco, did he not? Good luck. All right, so can Charles Leclerc stick with them now and stay in DRS range? Plenty of chances to get the overtakes done. I mean, you don't have to get it done on the double dose. You can get an overtake done here for sure. Let's see. Charles Leclerc, or is he just going to set it up? Yeah, that's a really good, great place to set it up, though. There's the DRS detection point. All right, I think if an overtake happens here, Carlos Sainz looks like he's going to get the overtake on the last lap if that continues to happen. But I don't know, man. 2BCR is still looking good, gentlemen. Still looking good. No problems over here. I want to keep an eye on this Ferrari battle. Here goes Charles Leclerc now. A hard defense by Carlos Sainz into the chicane. Oh my God, Carlos are going to be against the wall. Carlos Sainz, and he pushes him wide. I think Charles Leclerc went wide right there. Does he have his DRS open? He might not. 5/10 back. He's going to have one more opportunity to get the job done. 3 more opportunities, right? 3 more DRS zones. I don't know if there's enough time on the final DRS, though, to get it done before the start-finish straight, right? The finish line. Here we go. Charles Leclerc, 5/10 back, so he's going to have the DRS to reel him in. Then he'll have another DRS to reel him in or get it done at the chicane. And whoever comes out on front of that chicane, I think it's not going to matter in the second DRS. Although Carlos Sainz pulling out a nice gap. Carlos, did he get DRS? I think he did get DRS, but he's still so far behind. Carlos Sainz might be getting this done here, ladies and gentlemen. That's 9/10. I don't know if that's enough. Even the double dose of DRS, that's 9/10 back. That's going to be too far. I think Carlos Sainz with the tire wear at 53%. It might have been used at the right time. Let's see. No, there's no way. There's no way. Carlos Sainz, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it. The smooth operator. 2 races in a row? No way. Good job, buddy. So watch out. The Drivers' Championship's still up for grabs. The Constructors, now Ferrari, clearly in the lead. Congratulations to Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. 1-2 finish. As we're back on board here with 2BCR. They're just taking it home. Max Verstappen with a 3rd place. Checo with the 4th. That's where Checo needs to be. 1 position after Max Verstappen. I don't think Red Bull can be too angry about that one. Checo pulled his weight. Oscar Piastri with a top 5 finish. And how about this one? 2BCR. It was all the first stint. It was the DRS pulls from the McLaren and the Red Bull, Checo Perez, when he went in. That gave me the gap on the Mercedes to just race my race. And look at this. Both of our drivers going to finish 8 seconds clear of the 2 Mercs. Absolute fantastic weekend for 2BCR here in their home Grand Prix of Canada. 6 and 7. Bang, baby.
Happy with that.
I'm happy with it too, Daniel.
Cheers, thank you.
Serious points. Serious points. Carlos, back to back. Oh my God, Ferrari. Max is getting nervous. Max is getting nervous. Look, he's got his hands on his hips. He's pissed. Carlos Sainz. Man, this guy still doesn't have a drive for next year. Should we be upgrading from Daniel Ricciardo to Sainz? Oh my God, I don't have the money for that. Oh, but what a great finish for Carlos. The Drivers' Championship, look what Carlos is doing. He is getting back in this. Wow. You know what? Max might be able to stay out on front just because the 2 Ferraris, there's no clear number 1, right? Look at Checo. He's down there with 90. Man, Max needs some help, and that means in the Constructors, yep, the Ferrari is now almost 40 points ahead. 36? 36 points ahead. My goodness. Or 34. Well, whatever. 34. Yeah. Math, clearly a strong suit here in 2BCR.